Okay, please say sadhu 3 times. Repeat 3 times Namo Tassa Bhagavatu Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa for observing 5 precepts. Buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi Dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi Saṅghaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi Dutiyampi buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi Dutiyampi dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi Dutiyampi saṅghaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi Tatiyampi buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi Tatiyampi dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi Tatiyampi saṅghaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi Pānāti pātā veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyāmi Adinādāna veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyāmi Kāmesu micchācārā veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyāmi Musāvādā veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyāmi Surāmeraya majjapamā daṭṭhānā veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyāmi Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Samantha cakkavālesu atra gaccantu devata saddhammaṃ munirājassa sunantu sagga mokkhaдаṃ Dhammasavana kālo ayaṃ bhadantā Dhammasavana kalo ayang bhadanta. Dhammasavana kalo ayang bhadanta. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Bhutta bhoga bhata baccha vitinna apadasume undanga dakhina dinna ato pancha bali katati. Dear friends in Dhamma, now all of you gathered here to listen the Buddha's preaching. Day before yesterday and yesterday, many people came to this temple especially for celebrating Vesak festival. For celebrating Vesak, you engage many religious activities. You practiced Tisikka or Trisiksha, Dana, generosity, Sila, virtuous or discipline, Bhavana and meditation. So these three practices, these three things you practiced 2 days in this temple. And today also you are getting ready, especially for listening Buddha's teaching. Today I choose a small stanza for giving this Dhamma talk. So this is a small sutra, a discourse delivered by Buddha. So my topic is how to be a successful lay person, how to be a lay practitioner as a Buddhist, how to be a ideal lay practitioner. That is the uniqueness of this topic that I delivered before starting my Dhamma talk. So you are a lay person, you are a lay practitioner, you are a Buddhist, then you have to think how to be a ideal Buddhist lay practitioner, how to be a real Buddhist person. To explain that, so I chose this small stanza delivered or uttered by Buddha to a special person. I think all of you know there is a mansion named Anathapindika. Okay, he is the great lay disciple of the Buddha. He built a monastery. It's a very big monastery named Jetavana at Savatthi. When the Buddha was dwelling at Jetavana at Savatthi, so Buddha delivered this discourse to the mansion Anathapindika. The name of this sutra is Patta Kamma Sutta. It is in Pali. The name of this sutra is Patta Kamma Sutta. So if we translate this, the name, if we translate this into English, we can translate work that is worthwhile. Work that is worthwhile. Whatever we have to be done should be done in right time. Whatever we have to be done should be done in right time or on right time. That is the simple meaning of this sutra. Okay. So I will explain in briefly the story why the Buddha delivered this sutra to Anathapindika. You know, this attendant or Anathapindika every day goes to meet Buddha. After being the Buddha, after offering this big monastery to the Buddha, Buddha lived more than 21 years. More than 21 years at Savatthi. More than 21 years he lived Jetavana. Every day Anathapindika goes to meet the Buddha. Early morning he goes, and for the lunchtime also he goes. Even in the evening also he goes to meet the Buddha and to ask something about the Buddha or discuss something with the Buddha, or he want to find how Buddha is, like that. Therefore, every day at least 3 times he goes to meet the Buddha. But there is a very special thing. There is a very special thing. Every day he meet the Buddha. Every day he talk with the Buddha. He discuss with the Buddha. But never he ask any question from the Buddha. He has never asked any question of the Buddha. Never. Why? There is a reason. He never asked any question from the Buddha. He thinks, Anathapindika thinks, the exalted one, our Samma Sambuddha is a Samma Sambuddha. He is a Samma Sambuddha. He comes from Shakyan clan. He is a Samma Sambuddha. He is a fully exalted one. He comes from Shakyan clan. Therefore, our Samma Sambuddha is very tender, very soft one. His skin also very soft. His body also very soft. As a Buddha also very soft, very tender. As a Shakyan clan, Shakyan family person is very tender, very soft. If I ask any question from our Gautama Samma Sambuddha, he try to answer for my questions and he will be very tired. If he try to answer my questions, he will be very tired. Therefore, as a person, me, it is not good to make him tired. It is not good to make him tired. That is why he's thinking. Therefore, he never asked any question from the Buddha. But, you know, more than 21 years, our exalted one Gautama Samma Sambuddha was staying at Savatthi. I told you, I mentioned you at least 3 times. At least 3 times he meet a day, per day. They had many discussions. Discussions means not nonsense, not ruthless words. Whatever they discuss, whatever they talk, everything related to Dhamma. Dhamma discussions. Okay. Their discussion were about the Dhamma, not other things, not nonsense. That means Buddha had delivered many Dhamma talks, Buddha delivered many sutras to Anathapindika. How our Samma Sambuddha delivered Dhammas to Anathapindika? Anathapindika goes to meet the Buddha and discuss something and have some discussion between them, and Anathapindika sat at one side, sits at one side, then he thinks something. He thinks something. Anathapindika thinks something. Then our Gautama Samma Sambuddha has the knowledge to see what he is thinking. What he is thinking, he can see, because he has the divine eyes and he has the divine ears. He has. Therefore, he can understand others' thinking. He can understand, he can see what he is thinking, what are you thinking? But I don't have such kind of knowledge. The Buddha has. Therefore, whatever Anathapindika is thinking, according to his thinking, Buddha answer to his questions. He thinks something. The one day, he went to meet the Buddha and the same thing happened. He sat at one side and he is thinking, I am a lay person. I am a lay person. Not only I am a lay person, I am a mansion of this city. I am leading the lay life. As a lay person, as a lay practitioner, how about my life? Whether I am successful or not. Whether my life is successful or not. That is his thinking. Okay, because of this thinking, Buddha delivered this Pattakama Sutta. Okay, that is the reason why Buddha delivered Pattakama Sutta to Anathapindika. The reason is he is thinking whether my life is successful or not until now. Okay, so then you can understand why I select this topic. You also can think, you can go back to your life. You can go back to your life. Okay, whether my life is successful or not until now. If there is anything, so you can now think about. You can think about yourself. You can think about your past. If there were any mistakes, of your life, from now you can make it correct. If there were any successful things of your life, you can continue it. That is why I select this topic, how to be an ideal lay practitioner as a Buddhist person. But you think this sutra is especially delivered to Anathapindika, not for all lay people, but it can apply for all. It can be applied for all lay people, whether our Samma Sambuddha delivered this sutra to Anathapindika. So, my topic is Bhutta Bhoga Bhata Baccha Vidinna Apadasume Uddagga Dakkina Dinna Ato Pancha Bali Kata. The simple meaning of this stanza, Bhutta Bhoga. Bhoga means wealth. Bhoga means wealth. Bhutta means wealth has been enjoyed. Wealth has been enjoyed. Bhata Baccha, supported to dependents as a lay practitioner. Okay, wealth has been enjoyed by whom? By myself. Wealth has been enjoyed by myself. Bhata Baccha, Baccha means dependence. Baccha means dependence. As a layperson, you have to care about your parents. You have to care about your children. You have to care about, you have to support for your relatives. You have to support for your friends. So you have to support, if you have servants, they also have to support. They are the dependents. Okay, so you have to think supported to the dependents. Bhutta, bhoga, bata, baccha. Within apadasume, if there is any danger come to your life, you should have something deposited to choose in dangerous period. To use in dangerous period. So the Buddha has mentioned, ekena bhoge bhunjaya dvihi kammam payojaya chatuttancha nidapeya apadasu bhavisyati. Whatever we earn, we have to divide 4 parts. Our wealth, we have to divide 4 parts. Ekena bhoge bhunjaya. The one part of the wealth we can enjoy, we can consume. Dvihi kammam payojaya, 2 parts of we earned. So we can choose 2 parts for our the future works like that. If you have any business, you can choose 2 parts of your earning for the business, for the development of business. And the 4th part we have to be deposited if there is any danger of your life at that time to choose, to use. Okay, so according to Buddhism, according to this sutra, Buddha mentioned to this Anathapindika, Bhutta, Bhoga, Bhata, Baccha, Vitinna, Apadasumi. The wealth has been enjoyed and supported for the dependents, and so you deposited 1 part for using in danger. Uddagga Dakhinadinna. The meaning of Uddagga Dakhinadinna, so we have to give some gifts. We have to give some gifts for our departed ones, especially for offering alms like that. Okay, so every day you are practicing alms giving, especially we transfer merit for our departed ones. Uddagga Dakhinadinna, the useful, the special alms giving should offer for transferring our departed ones. Atho pancha bali kata. And there is 5-fold offerings have to be made by ourselves. 5-fold offerings, that is called pancha bali. We have to keep 5 duties by ourselves as a lay practitioner, as a lay person. Okay, now you can understand the simple meaning of this stanza. Wealth has been enjoyed. So we earn something. As a lay person, you have to earn money. You have to earn money. Why you earn money? What is the reason you earn for earning money? To live happily. To live happily. Not to deposit in the bank, but to enjoy the life. Enjoy the life. Therefore, we have to consume, we have to use whatever we earn. But it is very clearly mentioned how you should spend money in this sutra. Okay, the simple meaning is this, right? So the wealth enjoyed has been enjoyed. And there are supporters, supported them and deposited some parts and have given or have offered, have gifted alms for departed ones and have kept 5 offerings, especially it is mentioned Panchabali like that. Okay, So this is the simple meaning of the sutra. So there is another part of this sutra is mentioned. I mentioned you the wealth has been enjoyed. So you have earned money, you consume money, you enjoy money. So Buddha has mentioned to enjoy, to consume or to consume your wealth, which kind of wealth you should have as an ideal person. As a Buddhist person, which kind of wealth you should have? How you earn money? If you want to make successful this life, okay. So now I would like to ask something. How you understand the successful life? How you understand the successful life? So you may say, you can think, my life is very successful. I am a successful person. What is the criteria? What is the criteria you use to show I am a successful person? How you say? Okay, you can say I have much money. I have much money. I have luxurious vehicles. Then I have the luxurious house. I have many servants. I live in happily like that, you can say. I have much money. I have luxurious vehicles. I have good wealth. I have luxurious house. I have servants. Many things you can say. Whatever I can do in this life, I can do. I have anything. Therefore, my life is very successful, you can say. Do you think is it completely successful life? It is not a complete successful life. It is only one part. It is only one part of the life. There is another part of life. To live as a person, as a human being in this world, not only as a lay person, even any person, to live in this world, we need enough money, enough wealth. We need house. We need a house. We need a vehicle. We need money. Without money, we can't do anything. Therefore, we need money. We should earn wealth. That is only one part of the life. Okay. That is only one part of the life. Then what is the other part? Our spiritual life. This is worldly life. And the spiritual life, there are both sides of our life. Worldly life and spiritual life. To successful spiritual life, we need wealth, money like that. Okay, there is only one part. The other part is spiritual life. Okay. So the Buddha has mentioned, if you want to make successful worldly life and spiritual life, there are 4 things to be achieved by a lay person. There are 4 things achieved by a lay person. If you want to make success your life, if you want, you hope, you wish. What you wish? Your wishes are, so the Buddha has mentioned here, Bhogame uppajjantu sahadhamme nati ittha kanta manapa dullabha lokasmin. That is in Pali. Okay, I repeated the Pali phrase which is mentioned in the sutra. Bhogame uppajjantu sahadhamme nati, the gaining of wealth righteously. So I want to earn money, I want to gain money righteously. I wish for. It is agreeable to me. It is desirable to me, but it is very rarely accomplished. I wish, I want money, I want wealth in righteous way. It is agreeable to me. It is desirable to me. It is my wish, but it is too difficult. Okay? It is my wish. Can our all wishes be accomplished? It is too difficult. But if you want, I wish, I want to earn money righteously, to make success, to have a successful life. That is my wish. If you have such kind of wish, if you want to do so, if you want to success this worldly life, you can do that one. You can do. You can gain the wealth in righteous way. That is your first one. If you want to make your life successful. So secondly Buddha mentioned, the second point is, Bhogame ladda sahadhammena yaso me agacchatu saha jnatihi saha upajyehi ittha kanta manapa dullabha lokasme. Having earned wealth righteously, the fame come to me. That means I want to be a famous person. The fame come to me with my parents, with my teachers, with my friends, with my relatives. Now I have gained the wealth righteously. Then my second wish is, I want to be a famous person. I want to be a famous person with my parents, with my friends, with my relatives. Okay, like that you wish. But it is also agreeable thing, desirable thing, but very rarely to be achieved. It's too difficult. Whether you have money, you can't be a famous person. You can't be a famous person. The most important thing is here, I want to be a famous person among my relatives, among my friends, with my friends. I want to be a very acceptable person. Should my friends always appreciate me. My teachers always appreciate me. My friends always appreciate me. Among them, I want to be a famous person. Whether you wish, it is too difficult to be a famous person. That means everyone like. Everyone like. The famous means everyone like to him. Okay, that is the second thing. Whether it is too difficult to achieve, if you want to be an ideal lay person, if you want to be a such kind of person, you can do. You can do it. That is the second thing. And the third point Buddha mentioned in this sutra, having gained wealth righteously, having lived as a famous person with your parents, with your friends, with your relatives, the third wishes is, I want to live a long life. I should have a long life span in this world. Bhogame ladda sahadhammena yaso me agantva sahanyatihi saha upajyehi chirang jivami. I live a long life. Digamayum palemi. I should have a long life span in this world. Okay. So according to the Buddha's teaching, so the Buddha has mentioned, this life is very short. This life is very short. As a human being, if we live in this world, we can live, if we want to live a long life, it may be 100 years. If we live in this world, it may be 100 years. We can't live more than 100 years. Okay, we can't live more than 100 years. Before 100 years, maybe die. If not, you can die 100 years. If not, little bit more. The long life means 100 years. If anyone in this world, he can live 100 years, it is a long life. If not, they will die before 100 years. If not, they can live a little more than 100 years. Definitely die. Okay, so this person, he hope, I want to live a long life. I should have a long life span like that, he think. It is also wish, desirable, agreeable, but it is too difficult to achieve. It's too difficult to live a long life in this world. People can live, but without any sickness, as a healthiest person, too difficult. But if you want to make success your life, if you want, you can do that. You can do that one. You can live a long life. You can have a healthy life. You have a wealthy life and you can have a healthy life. You can live with happily. You can have a very successful life if you want. That is the Buddha's teaching. To lead an ideal person, to be an ideal person, to have a successful life, if you want, you can do that one. That is the third point. Then the last thing Buddha has mentioned, Bhogame ladda sahadhammena yasome agatva sahanyati sah upajjehe chiran jivitva digamayum paletva sugating saghang lokang upajjeya jivita paramana. Having gained wealth righteously, having lived as a famous person with relatives and parents and friends, having lived a long life in this world, after my death, I will be born in the heaven. That is my last wish. It is also a wish. It is also agreeable. It is also desirable. Too difficult to accomplish. Dullabha. Dullabha means it is too difficult. Very rarely can achieved. Very rarely can achieve. That means you can understand whether we born in this world as a human being, all the human beings can't make successful their lives. Okay. Now I ask you a question. What is this world? What is this world? How you recognize this world? How you clarify, you explain in this world? How you understood this world? What is this world? Okay. Then I will ask you a question. Who are you? Who we are? Yes, who we are. So you can say, we are human beings. We are human beings. Then what is this world? This is human world. Why? Because we are living in this world. Therefore, we say this is a human world. It is called in Manussaloka. In Pali, it is called in Manussaloka. This is a human world. Is it correct or not? Is it correct or not? I ask you a question. Is it correct or not? Is it correct or not? It is wrong. It is not correct. This is not human world. This is an animal world. If not, this is a world of beings. This is the world of beings. It is the better answer. This is the world of beings. At the very beginning, all the beings were named as beings. There were no human beings. Okay, you go to the Agganya Sutta of Digha Nikaya. Okay, Digha Nikaya means long length discourses delivered by Buddha. There are 34 sutras mentioned in Digha Nikaya. So the Agganya Sutta is mentioned the beginning of the society, not beginning of the world. Beginning of the society. The Buddha has mentioned very clearly, at that time there were no sun and moon, there were no day and night, there were no trees. Okay. Satto sattoteva sanjayanti. Only the beings were there. Therefore, this world is beings' world. In this beings world, there are human beings and other animals, and many, many beings are there. Many, many beings are there. Then how you say this world belongs to us? This is human world. Then how you say? This world belongs to me? No, I can't say. This is human. This is the world of beings. Therefore, this world belongs to other beings than the human beings. This world belongs to other beings than the human beings. There are many animals, many other beings, many creatures in this world. Therefore, we can't say this is a human world. Then I ask this question, why? How you differ human being with other beings? How you understand, how you make the difference? What is the difference between human being and other beings? So I want to clarify how you understand the life is successful, how to be a successful person. Because I want to mention, whether we are human beings, all the human beings, all are not human beings. Only the figure is there. Only the figure is there. Okay, so we can say, oh, this is a human being, this is a human being, this is a human being, this one, like that. We have many names. We have our own name. Therefore, we say we are human beings. How we recognize this is a human? By seeing at the figure. By seeing at the figure, we say this is a human being. By seeing at the figure of other animals, we say, oh, this is a lion, this is a buffalo, this is a cat, this is a dog. Like that we say. What is the difference between these? The same things they have. They also have head, we also have head. They also have two eyes, we also have two eyes. We have 2 ears, they have 2 ears. They have body, they have 2 legs, they have 2 hands. Same. The same things we have. But the figure is different. That is how we understand. But according to Buddhism, how we understand this is a human being, this is a manussa. So Buddha has mentioned, manassa ussannatata manussa, we have the highest mind. We have a highest mind. That is why we are called human beings or manussa. Then you should understand the difference between the animals and humans. Animals and humans, how you understand the difference between? Because we all are living in this world. According to Sanskrit literature, there is a very famous stanza to understand the difference between human being and other beings in the world. Ahara nidra bhayamai tunancha samanya metat pasubih naranam. Dharmehi tesha madiko vishesho dharmena hina pasubih samana. There are 4 things similar to all beings in the world. Ahara, food, having food. Nidra, sleeping. Bhaya, fear. Maitunancha, sex or sexual engagement. These 4 things are similar for all beings in the world. Not only human beings, other animals also, they have the same things. All beings have food for the living. All beings sleep. All beings have the fear for their life. And all beings have sexual engagement. Then what is the difference between other beings and human beings? If these are similar to us, there is a special thing is dharmehi tesha madiko vise. So the speciality of human beings, they are living with Dhamma. They are living in Dhamma, righteous way. Righteously they are living. Dharmena hina pasubhi samana. If you don't have Dhamma, if you don't live in Dhamma, if you kept away Dhamma from your life, you are similar to animals. you are similar to other beings. Then now you can understand all beings are living in this world. Among the beings, how we recognize these are the human beings. The human beings have the specialty of Dhamma. If we away from Dhamma, we are also similar with other creatures, other beings. Now you can understand whether we were born as human beings, we all are not human beings. Why? Why? If you don't have Dhamma, if you don't live with Dhamma, if you are away from Dhamma, you are similar with other animals. Then how you say my life is successful? Whether you have money? You have money, okay, no problem. You have vehicles, okay. You have luxurious houses. Then how you say I am a successful person? Because I am not living in Dhamma. I have wealth but not earned righteously. I have wealth but not earned righteously. Then how I say I am a successful person? That is why Buddha mentioned to be an ideal lay person, these 4 things should be achieved, but too difficult very rarely. But if you want to make successful this life, you can achieve these 4 things. What? Gain wealth righteously. After gaining wealth righteously, live a long life. Then have a famous person. And after having gained money righteously, have lived as a famous person, and then live a long life, then after death will be born in the heaven. Okay, so Buddha has mentioned dullabancha manussattan, to be a human being is too difficult thing, very rare one. To be a human being, human person. So if you think so, I was born in this world as a human being, I had wealth righteously, then I enjoyed my life righteous way, I was a famous person with my relatives, I had a long life, after my death, I will be born in the heaven. Then what do you think about your life? What do you think about your life? Whether it is successful or not? If you can be born in the heaven after your death, whether your life is successful or not, you can think. If I can have such kind of life, really my life is very successful. Why? To be a human being is too difficult thing. But I was born as a human being. To have wealth righteously, too difficult. But I had. To be a famous person, too difficult. I was lived in as a famous person. To have a long life, too difficult. I had. To be born in the heaven also, too difficult. I can. Then, this life is very successful. This life is very successful. As a lay person, this worldly life is very successful. After death, I will be born in the heaven, my next life. Okay. So, in the spiritual life, next life, also have the success. Okay. The worldly successful and spiritual successful, when we see the spiritual successful, is the highest successful is to be a Samma Sambuddha. Okay, in my spiritual life, the success is the highest success is if I can be a Samma Sambuddha, that is highest. If I can be a Pacceka Buddha, also highest. At last, if I can be an Arahant, that is my successful in spiritual life. It is also too difficult. It is also too difficult. Okay, very rarely very rarely can achieve the supreme bliss of Nibbana. Okay, but if you want, you can do. If you want to be a Samma Sambuddha, you can do. If you want to be a Pacceka Buddha, you can do. If you want to be an Arahant, you can do. But it is too difficult. It is too difficult, but you can do. So the Buddha mentioned, if you want to do such kind of things to make successful your this life and next life, you have to be fulfilled, you have to be practiced 4 things. Without practicing these, you can't do anything. What? You should practice Saddha Sampada. You should have the faith. Sila Sampada. You should have the virtuous life. Chaga Sampada. You should practice charity. Panya Sampada. You should have the wisdom. Okay. If you want to make success your worldly life and spiritual life, these 4 things you have to be accomplished. You have to be accomplished. Without Saddha, the Saddha is the basic thing, Saddha is the base, you can't do. Without Saddha. So the Buddha has mentioned there are 2 kinds of Saddha, Amulika Saddha and Akaravati Saddha. Some people have the faith on the Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha, but it is not stable. It can be changed. His faith can be changed. In a moment can be changed. That is called Amulika Saddha. Buddha didn't appreciate that one. Okay, Buddha didn't appreciate. You know, Venerable Vakkali. Vakkali had the deep faith on Buddha's body. He was always looking at Buddha. Wherever he go, he always follow the Buddha. Why? Only he want to see the Buddha's figure, Buddha's body, because he is very beautiful, he is very nice. He don't want to follow the Buddha's teaching, only want to see the Buddha's body. Then the Buddha mentioned, Apehi Vakkali, Vakkali, go away. Why you always follow me? What is the use of looking at me? What is the use of looking at me, this body? This is filled with many dirties. This is a dirty body. What is the use of looking at me? Okay, so that is called Amulika Saddha. It can be changed anytime. So the Buddha didn't appreciate it one. If you have Akaravati Saddha, that is the rooted Saddha, it is very stable, not change. Deep Saddha on Buddha, on Dhamma, on Sangha, and the 24 qualities of Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha. Okay, so you know, Itipiso Bhagava Arahan Samma Sambuddha, like that, we worship to our Buddha. We have that belief, our exalted one is like this. He has such kind of qualities. We worship to Dhamma, Swakhato Bhagavata Dhammo Sandhitu, like that, we worship to the Dhamma. We know these qualities are on Dhamma. We worship to Maha Sangha, Supatipanno Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. We know these qualities are on Sangha. These 24 qualities are on Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha. My faith is not changed like that. Okay, so it is mentioned in Buddhism, Balava Saddho Mandapanyo Mudapakkang Bhajati. You have faith more. That means sometimes you can say you have a good heart. Okay, if I simply say you have a good heart, you have faith, Mandapanyo, but you don't have wisdom. Buddha has mentioned Balava Saddho Mandapanyo Mudapakkang Bhajati. You have good heart, you have faith, you don't have wisdom. you are a fool. You are a fool, foolish person. Balapanyo manda saddo, you have wisdom, you are a very wise person, but you don't have the heart, no faith. Keratika pakkam bhajati. That means you are a very cunning person. You are a very cunning person. You have wisdom. Whatever you can do by hook or by crook, you can do anything. You can do anything. You don't need to think others. However you want to do anything. That means you are a very cunning person. I will say a small story. It is also mentioned in the Jataka Pali. One day, the one person went to forest to finding his buffaloes. He lost his buffaloes. Therefore, he went to the forest to finding them. Then he saw there was a very deep pit, and there was a tiger, fallen into the pit. Then this person thought, oh, the very innocent one, the fallen into the pit, therefore I should help him like that. He brought some ropes like that, and then he put to the pit, and the tiger took out of the pit. Okay, the long time, maybe 7 days like that, he was in the pit, no food. As soon as he took out of the pit, the tiger says, I am very hungry. I was in deep pit for a long time. Now my body also not fit. I can't find any food. I eat you. I eat you. Okay. Then the man says, how you do like that? Because I helped you. I saved your life. How you eat me? The tiger says, nothing to do. Nothing to do. I have to eat you. If not, how I live? I won't eat you. Then they were discussing, and the nearby went one jackal. Okay, he's a very cunning person. Then the one fox. Okay, then both of them called to fox. Then he came to here. Then they explained the story. What happened? I came to forest. Then I saw this tiger was in the deep pit. Then I helped him to come out. And then like this, the story said. Then he says, he eat me. Then he is hungry. Like that. Then how he treat me? How he do like this? The story said. Then the fox or jackal thought, oh, something unfair happened to the human being. Then want to solve this problem anyhow, want to help the human being like that. He said, oh, this story is not clear for me, what you say. It is not clear for me. So I want to see, both of them you were before. Then you have to jump to the pit again. Then that is how I want to make this clarify. Then both of them agreed. The jackal, that tiger again jumped to the. Then jackal said, the fox said, okay, now you go. You save your life like that. Okay. The balava panyo manda saddo. He had the wisdom how to solve this problem, how to save the life of man, human. But he didn't think about tiger again fall in the danger. Okay, that is how we want to. Anyhow, he wanted to solve the problem. He solved the problem. Okay, he wanted to think others. Therefore, Buddha mentioned the wisdom we should have. We should have. So the Buddha is the person who taught not only the heart, about the wisdom. That is why it is mentioned Maha Karuna and Maha Pajna. Buddha had Maha Karuna. Not differently treat same for any being. Okay, he had the wisdom, the same. Therefore, Buddha mentioned, if you want to have a successful life, not only worldly life, if you want to have a spiritual successful life, you should have the faith, saddha. Then virtue, sila, So I don't want to explain more. I don't know how much time I have. Now that 9:10. 10 more minutes, okay. Right. So we should have virtue. As a layperson, we have to practice at least 5 precepts. At least we have to practice 5 precepts. Okay. Refraining from killing, refraining from stealing, refraining from sexual misconduct, refraining from false speech, and refraining from taking intoxicant liquor or drugs like that. So at least we have to practice 5 precepts as a lay person to have a rightful life, or to have a righteous life, to have a successful life as a human being, not only human, as a ideal lay Buddhist person. As an ideal lay Buddhist person. Okay. The third one Buddha mentioned, we should practice the charity. We have to practice the charity. We have to give others. So I immediately explain you, we should have the wisdom. So for these things, if you have 4 these things, we can have such kind of things. Okay. At the very beginning I mentioned you, we have to enjoy by ourselves whatever we earned. Enjoyed wealth in righteous way. Okay, you can't say, I have much money, I have enough money, lot of money, I can enjoy anyway. Because my money. So I can say, I have a car, I have a park, I have a car, I have a park, I park my car there. What is the problem for you like that? Because I enjoy my money. I enjoy my wealth. But the Buddha mentioned, whether you have money or not, you have to enjoy it in righteous way. Attanan sukheti pineti samma sukhang pariharanti. Then the Buddha mentioned, you can enjoy your wealth in righteous manner. In righteous manner, not wrong ways you can follow. Mata pitunan sukheti pineti samma sukhang pariharanti. Not only you enjoy by yourself your wealth in righteous manner, you have to feed, you have to look after, you have to make happy your parents. If you can't look after your parent, whether you have much money or not, it is useless. You can say, okay, I enjoy my wealth, but your parents they are very unhappy. Then how you say your life is successful? Mata pitunan sukheti. If you have a successful life, your parents also should be in happy. Putta dharanan sukheti pin samma sukham pariharanti. This is actually, so according to Buddha, it is this discourse delivered to Anathapindika. He is a lay person. Okay. Mata pitunan sukham Puttadana sukheti pin samma sukham parihanti. You have to make happy your wife and children. As a husband, if you have a successful life, your wife should be very happy with you. Your children also should be very happy with you. That is how successful life. Mitta machana sukheti pini samma sukham pariharanti. Even your friends, you have to help your friends, you have to be with them very happily. Then how you have the famous life, how you be a famous person with your friends? Ignore them. Ignore them. Okay, I can say I am very famous person in the moon. There, I am very famous. What is the use? No one is there. I am very famous in America. Even American president also know me. What is the use? No friends, no relatives, even parents don't care me. No one care me, but I am very famous there. What is the use? If I will be a famous person, I should have at least to associate friends. with my relatives, if I can live among them, with them, as a very good person, I can be very happy always. Okay, that is why Buddha mentioned. So, whatever we earn, we have to do those things. So, finally Buddha has mentioned we have to do the 5 treatments. It is mentioned Pancha Bali. It is mentioned Pancha Bali. Atiti Bali, we have to care our guests. Some people come to our house. We have to care of them. Jnati Bali, we have to care our relatives. We have to care our relatives. Pubbapeta Bali. So we have to transfer merits for our departed ones, giving alms. Raja Bali, we have to pay taxes. Raja Bali means whatever we earn, if we have to pay taxes to the government, we have to pay. If you don't pay the taxes, it is also not success. It is also stealing. Okay, we have to pay taxes. Devata Bali, there are some deities who protect us. Some deities. Even we have to do something for our deities also. That is the thing we have to do. So Buddha has mentioned, you have earned money in righteous way. If you spend your money, do these things on right time. Do these things on right time. Don't late. If you want to look after your parents, do it whatever need. If you want to make any help to your friends, do it what they want the time. Later, it is useless. Then you have to repeat by yourself, oh, I couldn't do that. I had to do. I couldn't do. Some things you say, later you are very unhappy. Oh, what I say like that? Why I did so? Why I did so? I had to do like this. What I spoke, what I said him, I had to say like this. Okay, whatever we say, whatever we do, whatever we think, it should be in righteous way. We have to do anything on right time, right manner. Then you can make success your worldly life and spiritual life. Okay, that is how to be an ideal lay Buddhist person. That is how to have a successful life in this world. That is why I mentioned all the human beings can't make success their life. They are human beings. Okay, according to the figure we say, but not real human. They are similar to other beings in the world. So therefore you can think, you can understand. Okay, so my time is finished. Very simply and immediately, shortly I had to explain, if not to finish this Dhamma talk. So I need, I think, at least two more hours. Okay, it's okay, no problem, no matter. So if we have time later, we can discuss something. So now, if you have any question, you can ask about this Dhamma talk.
Okay, one question. During the Buddha's time, I presume there was money, wealth. What about people like farmers? How do they consider themselves successful?
Yes, actually, when we consider this sutra, especially for the person who have much money, okay, others also Buddha has mentioned, actually they should also think how they managed in the simple life. Okay, now you know, the mostly nowadays we have the urban poor. Urban poor. We are living in the city, but many are poor. Why? They need much money they have to pay their house rent, they have to buy everything, need much money. But in the farmers, if they are living in the village, their life is very simple. Their life is very simple. Therefore, actually Buddha didn't mention much things about their lives. Okay, that is why I mentioned the simple word is urban poor. You know, in the city people are very poor because they need much money than the farmers or simple people living in the city. They don't need hand phones, they don't need gas, sometimes they don't need light, they don't need no much luxury, they don't need luxurious life actually. Especially the problem comes for a luxurious people. The farmers also no problem, I think. Okay, so they don't have much wishes. Much wishes they don't have. They earn something, they lead their day-to-day life. That's how they lived actually, I think. That is why when we pay our attention, the most of the sutras, especially for at that time Buddha mentioned not for the farmers, but for the business people like that. Yes, city people. Sorry, not clear for me.
I want to say that I noticed in the sutra, the Buddha also speaks between the kings, the royalty, and the businessmen.
Yes.
One is the rich people. So I noticed in the sutras a lot.
Yes, actually, so the Buddha mentioned you ask kings.
Yeah, the kings.
Yes.
Royal families.
World beings.
Royal families, the kings.
No, what he meant was,
not clear.
What he meant was, in the suttas, when you notice, when you read the suttas, the Buddha always refers to, or makes reference to a king,
Yes.
or a businessman,
Yeah.
or somebody like that.
Yeah. Actually, it is very simple. Okay, so normally you know many sutras when we consider, most of the time Buddha address monks, bhikkhus. Okay, so here there are many. Okay, there are many. Sometimes I always talk something. If I want to say something to you, because I know the Mr. Leslie's name, I say, "Oh, Mr. Leslie," like that, and I ask, like, okay, because I want to address to all of you, but the person who is in that assemble, Buddha most of the time focus his attention to whatever he want to address one, but to all he address. Okay, so like here now 3, 4, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now I talk Mr. Leslie like that, but I want to give the message to all of you like that. Okay. Sometimes in the class also the same. If there is any brilliant student, the teacher always pay the attention to him, and the very lazy students maybe always pay the attention to that student like that. But she want to give the message to all like that. The major person in the assembly he addressed, but give the message to all. Okay, any question?
So Bhante, so it is right for as a lay practitioner, a lay Buddhist. So if I able to make my wealth righteously, which means avoid all those the illegal way.
Yes, illegal, yeah.
But is it okay? I'm always contemplating. So, not say luxury, material wise, just like you say, we should one part come to own self.
Yes.
So we should love ourselves, we should provide things for ourselves. Do you think it is okay? So once I learn Buddhism, so I have this problem.
You have the
I
problem.
have acquired a lot of wealth, but I didn't spend money for myself.
No. It is, It is, okay, I will tell you one story. Okay. This is how. So you say, I don't spend much money. No need to spend much. Okay. So whatever you want, whatever you need, you can spend that money. Okay. If you don't spending money, if you don't enjoy money, okay, if you live without enjoying the money, how you look after others? You can't do. Therefore, Buddha mentioned you can enjoy whatever you earn, you can enjoy yourself. No need to spend much. Okay. No need to spend much. I will say you like this. Okay. This light. Okay. This light. So I pay for the light bill. I am the person who build the light bill. Therefore, I won't have much light because I pay. Than the others like that. I earn money, I enjoy than the others. Okay, no need like that. You have much money, lot of money, no need to spend a lot. Okay, so you mean you don't spend much? Is it okay or not like that? You ask, no?
Just for example, I want to buy a car.
Yes.
I have a car.
Yes.
So I always think, maybe I shouldn't. I should live a simple life.
Simple life. That is the thing Buddha mentioned. It's better to lead a simple life. Okay. So you have to do many things. But as a lay person, you have to do many things. You earn money, you live happily, and you have to keep many things. You have to look after friends, you have to look after parents, you have to help your servants also. Okay. And you have to do the social activities. Many things you have to do. And that is why I mentioned, you have to pay the taxes. There are deities who protect us. Even we have to do something for them also. And we have our relatives departed, and we have to do something for them also. If we can do all these things, okay, we have lot of money, much money, no need to spend all. No need to spend all. But I say one story, okay. There was one person in the forest, he killed a deer. Okay, he killed a deer and he put his on his back and he was taking to his house. And then on the way to his house, there is a very big deer on the shoulder, and he saw another another bow. Okay, wild bow. Then the wild bow also he shot to death, and he used his arrow and shot to death. And then the wild bow also died, and there is another deer also on the shoulder. But immediately that wild boar didn't die. Okay, when the arrow hit his body, he saw where this arrow came. Then he saw, that person hit me, like that. Then immediately came to that person, he hit by his sharpened tooth to that person. Then that person also died. Okay, then the human being died. There was a dead deer, and the wild boar also died. That human being fallen down on a serpent's body, and the serpents also died. Now how many dead bodies are there? Serpent, deer, wild boar, and human being. And the one jackal was looking at that person. He immediately came. Very big. The very big food. The human being died, and the deer died, wild boar died, and the serpent also died. He thinks like this. Okay, this is also mentioned in Jataka story. Okay, mentioned in Jataka story. Then he thinks, Eka masah naro yati dvau masav mrugasukarav ahireka dinang yati ajya bakshe danuruguna. Eka masah naro yati. If I eat this human being, it is enough for 1 month. If I eat this deer, also enough for 1 month. If I eat this wild boar, also enough for 1 month. Now he has the food for 3 months. Then he look at around. There is a serpent died. If I eat this serpent, it is enough for 1 day. Then he has lot of food for 3 months and 1 day enough. Then he look around, oh, there is the bow. There's a bow and the arrow. And then he thinks that string also, the string of the bow has prepared by some skin of the animal. Skin of the animal. He thinks, oh, just for today I eat this like that. He eat that string made by the skin of an animal. What happened? What happened? That the bow just hit his neck. The fox also died. Without eating like that. Okay. So some people are like that. Without eating, without having, they have much things. No spend, don't do anything, don't give others, even he don't eat like that. Some people are living, but you are not like that. Okay, you enjoy by yourself, you do a lot of social activities, you keep your duties, you look after your if you have parents and your children. Many things you are doing a lot of meritorious things, no need to spend all. Okay, that is the successful life actually, living in simple way. Living in sin. That is why Buddha mentioned, Attanam sukheti pineti samma sukham pariharanti. You enjoy by yourself in righteous manner. Righteous way. That is how to be a righteous person. Yeah, any question? Okay, then we can stop our Dhamma talk. I think nearly half an hour you listen this Dhamma talk. You accumulated much merit. Actually, this time I should thankful to our organizing committee, especially the chairman of this committee, our Mr. Tilak Leslie, and our incumbent Tero. They are the responsible people who invited us to come here, and always they are helping you to have a good life, because without them actually they are the Kalyana Mitta, very best friends, okay, for guiding you. Then appreciating them and thanking them. Today you listen Dhamma talk and you accumulate much merit. First of all, we transfer these merits to our departed ones. They enjoy their realms, their lives, and they be happy and they achieve Nibbana in their sansara, and we transfer these merits to our deities who protect us. Devas also be happy and enjoy their abodes, and they protect us. And finally, so we can enjoy, we can rejoice the merits done by ourselves, and we transfer. Especially we wish Mr. Tilak Leslie and organizing committee members and our Nayaka Theros, and to all of you and your relatives, parents, friends, and whatever you have to remember to keep in mind. So we transfer this merit, and we have a healthy and wealthy life, then the long life, and finally we achieve the final bliss of finally we achieve the supreme bliss of Nibbana. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay, we transfer this merit to our deities. Akasattha ca bummatta deva naga mahiddhika punyantang anumoditva chirang rakkhantu sasanam chirang rakkhantu desanam chirang rakkhantuang sada devo vassatu kalena sassa sampatti hotu ca pito bhavatu loko ca raja bhavatu dhammiko. Sukhi hotu. May the triple gem bless of you.